Astronomy compels the soul to look upward and leads us from this world to another. The beauty of the stars I could bear alone. The camera drifts across the large Magellanic Cloud, a vast blue-green veil suspended in silence. Soft hues of teal and sea glass glow beneath slowly unfolding swirls of pink and ember red. As the view pans deeper, the colors intensify. Deep crimson pockets emerge, threaded with darker shadows, where stellar winds carve unseen currents through space. Bright white and ruby red stars scatter across the frame, each one burning through layers of cosmic mist, their light diffused into a living tapestry of color. Here, chaos and beauty coexist, a galaxy breathing in slow motion, ancient, immense, and endlessly alive. Earth turns slowly beneath the silence of space. Cloud systems spiral across the surface, vast and unhurried, shaping weather unseen from below. Continents emerge and fade, open land giving way to open ocean, each cut revealing a different rhythm of motion. Storms gather, dissolve, and reform, their patterns traced in white against deep blue. From this distance, change is constant, yet the planet remains whole, a living system in perpetual motion. The sun appears through an ultraviolet filter, a teal sphere alive with sudden bursts of light. Energy flashes across the surface, revealing invisible forces rippling through its outer layers. The view shifts. Through a broadband white light filter, the sun turns deep red, its surface churning, its edges in constant motion. A bright orange flare erupts, arcing outward as solar plasma twists and expands. The scene opens in deep orbit, where color and shadow begin to take shape. As the telescope moves forward, clouds of white and soft violet unfold, layered with blue and faint pink light. Stars surround the camera, steady, distant, and numerous, as if suspended within the Milky Way itself. The clouds thin. Ahead, a darker region emerges, framing a dense cluster beyond. White and pale pink stars begin to glisten, concentrated against the darkness, revealing depth through contrast and motion through stillness. In this contrast of shadow and brilliance, the galaxy reveals its depth, not empty, but waiting. The camera slowly moves inward, drawing closer to the Carina Nebula. Blue streams of ionized gas drift outward, while dense pillars of dust glow with amber and crimson light. At the center, structure emerges, sculpted by radiation and stellar winds, shaped over millions of years. What appears still is anything but a region alive with formation, energy, and slow transformation. From a distance, the galaxy appears calm and familiar, a luminous core surrounded by soft, circular swirls. As the telescope moves closer, the symmetry begins to change. The structure stretches and bends, its arms less defined, its shape slowly revealing an elliptical form. Bands of gold and pale white light emerge, interwoven with pink star-forming regions, distorted by gravity and time. What once seemed orderly becomes complex, a galaxy shaped not by balance, but by interaction, motion, and deep cosmic history. Earth appears first, clouds drifting over land and open ocean. Motion carries forward, leaving the atmosphere behind, moving deeper into space. Ahead, the Hubble Space Telescope opens toward its target. Mars begins to emerge, yellow-orange at first, then shifting through pale blue and soft gold. Briefly pink and light yellow before returning to tan and rust. These colors change with light, reflections from Venus and Mars' elliptical path around the Sun. Momentum builds, orbit collapses into surface. Rusted plains, vast canyons, and towering extinct volcanoes, shaped by time and motion. The nebula drifts past, teal shifting into green and blue. Dark clouds slide through the glow, stars briefly emerging, then fading as the motion continues. Within the dark green cloud, new stars begin to form. Gas and dust gather around a single young star, shaping a faint, rotating disk. Light breaks through the haze, revealing a region still in the act of becoming. The nebula fills the frame, its colors shifting through green, blue, and soft yellow. Light gathers toward the center, where young stars glow within dense gas and dust. Motion continues forward, and a red streak comes into focus. This trail is left by a runaway star, driving a shock wave through surrounding matter, compressing gas and reshaping the cloud as it moves. Darkness stretches ahead, quiet and empty. From within it, a red glow begins to emerge. Energy ripples through surrounding gas, heating and compressing the cloud as it moves on. Motion continues forward, leaving the shock-lit trail behind, carrying deeper into space. The red fades. Darkness returns, then slowly breaks apart. Points of light appear, an infant star cluster forming in the void, blue and white sparks scattered through the dark. Here, the journey settles, arriving at a region where stars are only beginning to take shape. From darkness to light, from motion to formation, gas, stars, and time intertwine, each region connected, each moment a chapter within a single unfolding sky. Earth appears whole and familiar. Oceans, clouds, and land turning slowly in space. Motion carries forward, drawing closer, then passing beyond. The calm gives way to motion and force, as space fills with streaks of energy and drifting debris. Particles stream past in widening arcs, where space is active, charged, and never truly empty. Color fills the frame, filaments of blue, amber, and soft red intertwined. As motion carries outward, structure begins to emerge. What first appeared chaotic reveals order, a vast stellar nursery, dense with gas, dust, and brilliant young stars. At this scale, the Tarantula Nebula stands exposed, one of the brightest regions of star formation, shaping light across its surrounding galaxy. The sun fills the frame, glowing deep yellow. the color shifts. From yellow into warm orange, heat ripples across the light, revealing a star in constant motion, bringing new detail into focus. Against the brightness, a small dark circle appears. Mercury begins its passage, silhouetted sharply against the sun's surface. Granulation, arcs, and slow waves of plasma surround it, emphasizing the scale of the crossing. The sun shifts from gold to deep orange, its surface growing darker, richer in detail. This view isolates a single wavelength of red light, revealing the sun's lower atmosphere, where plasma twists and erupts in constant motion. Against this turbulent surface, Mercury appears as a sharp black silhouette, crossing a star no longer smooth or calm, but alive with structure, energy, and heat beneath the light as Mercury continues its steady path. Eventually, the dark point drifts away. From a distance, the region appears faint, a soft haze suspended in darkness. As motion carries closer, structure begins to emerge. Clouds of gas and dust slowly taking form, color deepens into red and pink, where energy concentrates, and young stars ignite within the nebula's heart. The glow intensifies, revealing turbulence, motion, and layers shaped by radiation and time. The journey continues inward. The nebula gives way to brilliance as a dense star cluster fills the frame. Hundreds of stars packed tightly together, their combined light overwhelming the dark. Here, formation is no longer subtle, but fully revealed, a crowded core where gravity binds and stellar life gathers in abundance. From orbit, Earth's atmosphere is never still. Blue currents trace the oceans, while pale veils of dust rise from continents and smoke drifts far beyond its source. Hurricanes spiral across warm waters, drawing energy from the sea, their paths shaped by temperature, pressure, and motion on a planetary scale. These patterns are not isolated. They are connected. Air, ocean, and land exchanging heat and particles day after day. As the climate warms, storms intensify, circulation shifts, and the atmosphere carries change across the globe, visible from space. "55 Cancri E is a super-Earth. Powerful gravity and tidal forces likely fuel global oceans of molten rock, where the planet's surface remains locked in constant, searing motion. Twice Earth's size and nearly 9 times more massive, glowing under extreme heat. It orbits so close to its star that a full year lasts just 18 hours. The Tarantula Nebula drifts into view as a vast field of stars and shadowed gas, stretching across the large Magellanic Cloud. As the motion continues, faint dust lanes emerge, sculpted by radiation and stellar winds from some of the most massive stars known. With each gentle sweep, new clusters ignite the darkness, revealing regions where stars are still forming. This nebula is not a single object, but an active stellar ecosystem, dense, luminous, and constantly reshaped, where light, gravity, and time work together to build the next generation of suns. The sky begins to move, flashes of purple, green, and pink sweeping across the frozen lake. On Laurel Knob, a weathered tree trunk rests alone. Heavy purple clouds blow overhead, lit by the fading sunset as the wind moves softly. Above Dubrovnik, the cityscape shifts as sunset fades, as night settles in. At Anthoy, boats line the pier, and the view opens to tropical waters, vibrant reefs, and jungle rising behind the shoreline. From the mountaintop, lava flows into the sea, hissing as steam bursts over Iceland's barren rock. Between China's karst peaks, heavy fog pools, while higher clouds spill swiftly over the ridges into the valley below. The chapel rests against the rocky wall. Soaring north, the coastline unfolds, waves rolling steadily as sunlight glints on the sea. The wind whispers across the open water. Across Monument Valley's red flats, 3 towering sandstone buttes rise against deep blue sky, while billowy clouds drift slowly overhead. The atoll forms a ring of sandy beaches, turquoise waters, and reefs surrounding dense jungle. Waves crash gently on the shore as sunset casts warm light, the camera sweeping slowly around the tropical scene. Dozens of gulls circle above the beach, their dark silhouettes outlined against the orange sunset. The waves lap quietly below as the birds wheel gracefully through the fading light. In the mossy forest, green carpets cling to trees and rocks. A small creek winds gently downhill. At Playa de Benijo, sunlight warms the rugged rock, surrounded by deep blue ocean. The camera pans slowly, waves lapping at the base. A single moss rose opens fully, its red petals unfolding around golden yellow pistils, a quiet bloom captured in time. The gravel road lies blanketed in snow, tire tracks cutting a path through. Hedges and deciduous trees surround it, branches dusted with white as the view glides slowly downward along the road. From afar, deep purple above, with a soft green glow beneath, moving gently through the night. The city of Lütburg rests quietly beneath a shroud of mist, while the castle towers above, its gray stone blending with the soft, overcast sky. At Guincho Beach, waves lap along the shore, white foam tipping each crest. The view soars toward the Fortaleza do Guincho as sunset warms the coastline, its stone walls watching over the ocean. In Sapa, terraced fields cascade down the hillsides, green plots interspersed with reddish clay and muted tones. The view rises slowly, following a winding road past the layered fields toward a small village in the distance, its red roofs muted beneath a cloudy sky. Nearly 20 hot air balloons drift above Cappadocia's hoodoos and wavy canyon walls, their layers of tan and gold glowing in full daylight as the view rises closer to the colorful balloons. Before the gate at the Beach of the Gods, Waves lap gently against the rocks. A pure red sunrise stretches over deep blue waters, the sky shifting from purple near the ocean to orange and fading yellow as the light rises. Sunflowers stretch as far as the eye can see, their golden blooms reaching toward a distant sunset that warms the horizon. Over Iceland's black lava fields, orange flows streak across the dark ground. Rising toward the main eruption, molten lava splashes and bubbles, flung into the air beneath a heavy gray sky. The raw power of the volcano unfolding below. Above Cat Village, the view glides gently toward the city, a river winding below. Lush jungle flanks the water on both sides, green and dense, as the gray sky hangs softly overhead, guiding the eye toward the village nestled in the valley. The ocean ripples from deep blue to black, each wave catching the last of the blazing orange sun. The sky glows vivid, a fiery horizon melting into the water as day quietly gives way to night. From above, deep blue waters fade to clear shallows, where spires of rock rise and tufts of reef peek through. A lone kayak drifts quietly among this vibrant marine world. Waves crash against the reddish clay rock as the sea rolls white along the shore, a distant orange glow flickering beneath a muted daylight sky. Above the snow-covered forest, blue-tinged trees stretch below. The view rises and circles, revealing open, snowy clearings between the dense woodland, a quiet, swirling winter world. From above, the view glides slowly along a winding road, past patches of green farmland, toward a sunken crater surrounded by rising mountains, with the city visible just beyond its edge. The ocean ripples in deep dark water as a fiery orange sky stretches above, rusty clouds glowing faintly on the horizon. Rising above the plateau, the towering sandstone formations of Chapada dos Guimarães stretch toward the sky, their rugged shapes carved by time and wind, standing timeless over the wild landscape below. High in the Rockies, snow crowns the jagged peaks. Brown rock walls plunge downward, framed by the deep blue sky of a crisp, clear day. On the sandy beach, gentle waves lap over scattered rocks and seaweed. Sand glows orange beneath a soft yellow sun, while fading clouds mingle with the blue sky above. Rising sharply from the Tasman Sea, Ball's Pyramid towers above the water, its sheer basalt walls carved by time and waves. Isolated and unyielding, the spire holds life in hidden crevices, a silent sentinel in the vast ocean. Above the Conjao archipelago, a green-covered landmass stretches toward a narrow, bridge-like peninsula, linking to a distant island. A lone road winds across this natural connection, a reminder of the island's history as both a remote sanctuary and the site of the infamous Conjao prison. now a place of reflection and natural beauty. A sunlit dirt path winds past tall, sponge-like rock walls of red, tan, and yellow. Yucca bloom along the trail as the landscape tapers toward the distant sea. Above Skerries, Dublin. The view glides over green trees toward a vast sandy beach. Slowly moving forward, rows of white homes with gray roofs come into view, lining the coastline and spreading gently into the town. The yellow sun rests on the horizon as gentle waves lap smooth rocks, dark water rippling beneath gray clouds. Rising above the Alaska Range, Denali's massive peak pierces the misty clouds that flow and tumble down steep cliffs. Far below, dark waters glimmer in the distance, while the highest point in North America commands the landscape with timeless, silent power. Sunlight filters through a towering pine, spreading across the deep green forest floor. Smaller trees rise around it as the view slopes upward to open sky and scattered treetops. Multicolored balloons glide low across open grassland, one hovering just above the earth. Mount Shasta emerges in silence, its snow-crowned peak floating above a deep forest of autumn fire. The world drifts forward, as if drawn toward the mountain's ancient calm. Still waters rest beneath towering mountains, where silence feels ancient and deep. Snow settles over the mountain as empty chairlifts drift downhill, one after another, moving through the quiet. Over the Sahara, dark clouds press forward across the dunes. Wind lifts the sand as the light drains from the sky. Among California's poppies, the view drifts close to the ground, moving through waves of red blooms and vibrant green foliage. Sunlight warms the petals from beyond the frame, brushing each flower gently as the endless field stretches toward the horizon. In a northern Vietnam valley, rice fields and water ponds glisten. Traditional homes are nestled among trees, surrounded by lush green farmland and distant vegetation. The view rises above to reveal the valley's beauty. Off the coast of Fingal Head, waves lap against the rock and scattered reef. Beyond, a sandy beach stretches toward low, rolling hills, dotted with vegetation, with the distant city rising quietly on the horizon. In Disco Bay, Greenland, an iceberg floats in sunset orange waters. Circling around its icy surface, the cold sea moves quietly beneath, and only near the top does the sunset appear, casting golden light across distant land. Beneath the swirling Milky Way, The concrete pillars rise like echoes of forgotten monuments. Across the planet, beauty unfolds quietly everywhere, reminding us that even in the hum of human life, the universe moves on. From above, the ocean seems endless. From within, it is layered. Delicate systems resting on patience and time. We explore it briefly. It continues without us. Even danger moves calmly underwater. The sea crate drifts with confidence, not aggressive, not hesitant, simply present. Each movement has purpose, even when it seems effortless. Movement becomes softness. The ocean breathes through form. Color gathers, motion follows the reef's rhythm. Many become one direction. Movement forms its own order. Stillness spreads wide. Life reaches upward. Small fish pass through the reef as if following invisible pathways. The ocean is a master of disguise. Color changes, texture shifts, edges disappear. Survival here favors those who adapt, not the fastest, but the most aware. Some creatures move alone, others move as one. Color becomes warning. The lionfish moves slowly, deliberately, spines extended like a living crown. What looks peaceful is also precise. Every stroke conserves energy. Every turn has purpose. Complexity stretches outward. Small lives fill a vast design. Against the dark, motion remains. Slow, deliberate, alive. Small, alert, perfectly placed in color. Slow movement, careful awareness. The reef is red, not rushed. Reefs are often called the rainforests of the sea, not because they are crowded, but because life depends on their quiet complexity. Play emerges where safety is found. A Among the kelp, felines move in effortless loops, turning, chasing, resting. This forest sways with them. Color passes quietly across a working reef. Color is everywhere. A body made of water and light, jellyfish, drift without resistance, not swimming, not sinking, simply carried by the pulse of the sea. Their movement is ancient, their path unhurried. Here, even gravity feels optional. Color ripples across its skin, speaking in light. Home is found, not claimed. What was once solid now belongs to the sea. From shelter to center, the reef reveals what was already there. Stillness finds balance in color. At close range, the ocean becomes something else entirely. Details sharpen. Color intensifies. Moving forward without looking back. From below, the wave becomes a ceiling of motion. Light fractures into blue and silver. Power gathers, not violently, but inevitably. Unlikely color, gently alive. Delicate movement, carried by the current. Color builds the reef, motion completes it. Colors swirl before the deep coral expanse. Color layered on color, moving slowly through light. Life moves here without urgency, shaped by tides older than memory. Shape becomes motion, and motion becomes disguise. Still, watchful, breath opening into darkness. Time leaves its mark quietly. A shipwreck rests where work once mattered. Metal softens, edges fade. The ocean does not erase. It repurposes. What was built for motion now belongs to stillness. Hidden color glows where the reef grows dense. Pattern repeats, perfecting its path. The waves from above cast dark shadows beneath. The water decides the path, and the school listens. Survival here is not loud, it is precise. Scale reveals itself, life rising, moving, observing. Sea turtles move as if time does not concern them. Their journey spans oceans, guided by instinct, memory, and magnetic fields of the earth itself. Color builds the reef, motion completes it. Schools shift direction instantly. Thousands respond without command. It is not chaos. It is communication without sound. Color waits at the edge, watching the reef pass by. Light and motion meet, not in words, but in rhythm. In the ocean, balance comes from awareness, not dominance. Smooth, deliberate movement. Attention without urgency. Coral forms, living structures, built over generations, layer by layer. Radiant hues of blue and yellow swirl with ease near the coral floor. They rise together, curious, aware, and unafraid. For a moment, the boundary between worlds disappears. Movement almost unnoticed. Life travels softly across living ground. Energy fills the water. Every size, every direction. Movement driven by instinct. Color becomes camouflage. Survival takes delicate form. Delicate interaction, a community, tranquil and nurturing. Light gathers life, and life learns to move, ready to roam the open ocean. The reef makes room. Color passes quietly through shadow. Shape dissolves into pattern. The animal becomes the environment. Even here, care is exchanged. The ray rests. The cleaner works. To annoyance, balance is maintained through trust. Even stillness has motion. Defense is never fully at rest. The ocean does not perform. It exists, vast, patient, unconcerned with being observed. And yet, when we slow down enough to notice, it offers everything.